All right, next up, we're going to talk about a different unit, and that's volume. Volume is how much space something takes up. And so volume is a derived unit, which means it's not like one of our base unit, but it actually comes from different units. So our unit for volume is liters. And our liters actually come from 1 centimeter cubed being equal to 1 milliliters. And then, of course, converting milliliters to liters. And again, this centimeter cube is also known as a cubic centimeter or a cc, right? And like the doctor shows and whatnot. And so the volume of an object depends on its shape. And, there's different equations for the different shapes of objects. So we're just going to take a look at a very simple object, just a rectangle. Right? It's kind of like a geometry class. And we're going to say that this rectangle is 5 centimeters tall. We'll go with 5.0 centimeters tall, 10.0 centimeters long, and then 5.0 centimeters in depth. And our question is, how many liters is this block? And so in order to find this out, first you have to know the equation for your object. So this would be given in the problem. In our case, this is a rectangle, the volume of a rectangle is equal to its width times its height times its length. And so what we can do is we can just take our 5.0 centimeters times our 10.0 centimeters and then times our 5.0 centimeters again. And then if you type that into your calculator, you'll get 250. Now, in terms of the units also do something a little bit interesting. Notice here we've got centimeters all essentially in the numerator. So they're not going to cancel out with one another. And really, these are centimeters to the power of 1, and we're multiplying them. So if you think about back to a math class, if you have x squared times x to the 4th, when you multiply compounds that have exponents, what you do is you just add the exponents. So it'd be x to the 2 plus 4, which is equal to x to the 6th. So if you think about the units here, this would be centimeters to the 1 plus centimeter times centimeters to the 1 times centimeters to the 1. So it'd be x to the 1 plus 1 plus 1. So we get centimeters cubed here, right? Centimeters cubed. And it is 250, right? All of these, the 2 5s have 2 sig figs, so we have 2 sig figs there. And then, of course, we want to know how many liters we have. So then we can go with our conversion unit, 200 centimeters cubed. And then we can think about how we're going to convert that. I can put centimeters cubed right down in the bottom. Eventually, my desired unit is liters. I can't convert directly to liters, but I do know that 1 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 milliliter. So I'll put 1 centimeter cubed, 1 milliliter. The centimeters, I'll go ahead and cancel out. And then, of course, I know that I have 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. So 1,000 ml there, 1 L there. Milliliters and milliliters cancel out, and you're left with 0.25 liters, right? I only have 2 sig figs because this number only had 2 sig figs because the 2 5s only had 2 sig figs, and I only did multiplication and division. So you can see this type of question had 2 types of problems in it. The second part was the unit conversion problem. And then the first part of the problem was more of a plug and chug type of thing, right? You had an equation, you were given the values, and then you plugged and chugged your values through.